welcome race fans here to eNascar Outlaw League here at Phoenix Raceway, as these guys are getting ready to take on tonight's track here out at Avondale, Arizona. It's going to be a great race to watch these guys out here tonight on the track, as this is going to be the last round for tonight to make the playoffs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs start next week at Kansas. Top 16 make it into the playoffs. So there are going to be a couple places and a couple cars and people battling left and right to try to, finalize to get into that chase to try to run for the championship here in the next couple weeks. So welcome everybody on Facebook and YouTube, and thank you everybody for tuning in here tonight, and hopefully you enjoy the show here tonight with good old me, Robert A. Moyer in the booth with Brandon Coley that we seen last night almost win over at Sim Racing Unleashed. How you doing, sir?
Hello, Robert. Doing well. Hello, Internet Land. Thanks for joining us on this Monday.
All right, yes. What are we looking for here tonight, sir? What are we looking for? What are these guys going to be out here fighting tonight, do you think?
Biggest thing here at Phoenix, especially in these ARCA cars, is going to be your tire wear. Turn 4 is really slick on exit. The guys that can figure that out and manage the wheel spin coming off of 4 are going to be the guys to come to the front. Tires, I believe they only have 3 sets.
3, yes.
So saving those, trying to save one to the end. Anybody who can have that little bit fresher tire at the end, it's going to be a big advantage here. You got to be patient as well. It's a little bit bigger than most smaller tracks you run, but still a lot of close racing, and you don't want to get in trouble early and have to use your quick repair, Robert.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do is have to do that, man. And you want to definitely save it because, the past, almost every race that we had here in the ARCA cars, Lee likes to call ARCA Madness Monday. There's going to be probably madness at the end of the race. There's always something going on that makes good racing and fun to watch, but we also up here in the booth sit and go, wow.
Yeah, these ARCA cars always generate a lot of excitement. They're a handful. They're really fun to drive. They're really fun to watch. You'll see a lot of guys just hanging out that right rear and hoping to find a little bit of grip to keep them going around, Robert.
All right, well, real quick, as they quickly rolling out of qualifying here, and they're going to soon be ending and getting ready to grid and get them helmets nice and tight, seat belts snug down, getting that car for 125 laps here tonight. We want to run through our proud sponsors brought by for eNascar Outlaw League there, Brandon.
Got to take care of the ones that pay the bills.
That's right.
eNascar Outlaw League is brought to you by Blackgate Security Agency. Blackgate Security Agency is veteran-owned and operated in Erie, Pennsylvania, offering the highest trained and skilled security professionals in the industry. Check them out at www.blackgatesecurity.com. eNascar Outlaw League is also brought to you by Choice Ink, screen printing and embroidery. Choice Ink is your answer for all your custom apparel needs. Start your project today at www.choiceinkct.com or give them a call at 860-554-1500.
All right, that is your proud sponsors here tonight for eNascar Outlaw League. Thank you for them coming aboard. The league also says thank you for them coming aboard. But all right, well, man, here we go. Time is going to be running down here in a couple seconds, and we're going to get ready to start to put up the grid here and get this race going. Man, I'm excited. I'm ready. It's ARCA. Hopefully everybody can keep their hoods on the car because they tend to go flying off every once in a while.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about tonight, on top of the ARCA cars and just the mayhem that you tend to find at this track, playoff bubble, as it's the end of the regular season here for this race, and a lot of guys trying to point their way in, and some guys just trying to hang on and not fall out.
Very true, very true. All right, well, our qualifying results are up there. Brandon, if you don't mind running through them, sir, and we'll get ready to get freaky fast, freaky nuts, and freaky crazy. I just like saying that.
And tonight on your pole with a time of a 28.33 will be Ken Zeems. Second place, Robert Warren. Third place, Jeff Vickery. Fourth, Joey Doucette. Fifth, Robert Babcock. Sixth, Dennis Warrens. 7, Devin Alward. 8, Christopher Lawrence. 9th, Daryl Arnold. 10th, Russell Peets. 11th, Brandon Browning. 12th, Brad Lawson. 13th, Grant Whitcraft. 14th, Christopher Pendle. 15th, Kyle Speeds. 16th, Gary Rogers. 17th, Joaquin Meza. 18th, Matthew Bellick. 19th, Drew Halloran. 20th, Drew Bordeaux. 21st, Robert Revel. 22nd, Chris Malcolm. 23rd in the 5 machine is Shane Ledoux. And rounding out your field will be the 3 machine of Tyler Phillips. Oh, excuse me, one more. 25th rounding out your field, the 26th of Robert Woodard.
All right. You know, you didn't say Shane right. You got to do like Lee does, you know. Shane Ledoux. I don't know how he does it.
In the 23rd spot in the number 5, Shane Ledoux. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, more to it. Yeah, Shane Ledoux. You gotta. But anyways, welcome everybody here tonight as they get ready here. They're gonna pace one time around. Well, not even one time. They're gonna go green this time. There's not even one pace lap here. So, all right. Well, this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be fun.
No. We're looking at the front row here with Ken Zeems and Robert Warrens. Robert Warrens is one of those guys just outside the 10th position. So we'll see if he can hang out on the front or if he's going to play it safe, drop to the back, and maybe play some strategy to get back up there.
Well, that's it. You know, as green flag is out, you know, play the strategy. You know, if you're in that bubble position, you got to make it to the end. And you know, for 120 laps out here tonight, they really, you know, especially the guys that are on the bubble, really got to figure out what they want to do, where they want to be, and position themselves, you know, towards the end of the race to try to get the maximum points that they can. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. But
Robert, it looks like a pretty clean first lap. Everybody got spaced out pretty well. Looks like they're taking it easy and just feeling out the tires. Maybe working their way forward once they get a handle on what the car's doing.
As Ken Zeem is over Roberts right now. We got Jeffrey back here in that 17. He's running a different paint scheme here tonight. We got a lot of different. Oh, who's that? Robert. And the 34, I don't remember calling his name.
What is the number on that one?
34. Robert Badcock?
I don't believe I remember calling his name either.
Well, I sure like his paint scheme, though. Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, I saw that paint going around in practice, and I started to get hungry.
Yeah, I just got done eating dinner, and I'm like, man, cereal. It kind of sounds good.
I noticed, I think it's Devin Alward. He's also got a different scheme this week. Devin
in that 44 right now. He changed teams. He is now with what do they call Outfitters? He's with Paul. So yeah, he's running the same paint scheme that Paul runs. And what number does Paul? I should know this by heart. Paul's not here, is he?
Oh, yeah, Paul is not here. Oh, man.
Oh, I don't think that's right. Paul had in a family emergency that he had to go take care of. That's right. Seen it on Discord. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. But, all right, well, yeah, so he's with that Team 5 is what the team's called. So, but, man, that 34, That's a little dangerous out there right now, there, Brandon. He is running right now in 4th position with Devin all over him, but he's blinking. Oh, we lost him again. Oh, there he is. He is blinking left and right now. That's not good. As you can see, he's showing respect, though. He's getting out of the way. No point, trying to wreck anybody. Oh, Devin lost it.
Yeah, Robert, I think that they might have said something to the 34 there, and he's just said, okay, guys, here, I'll scoot up to the high line, go around me, try to be predictable so he doesn't get run over or cause a mistake for anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can see him. He's falling way back. Oh, he's okay. Yeah, he's falling way back, but we'll go back through the field here. We got Darrell in that 30 running in 8th position right now. He's up 1 position. Good run. And then we got Christopher in that 9 trying to make headway up through the field. We got another car. Oh. Brad Lawson in the 63, Team 5-2.
I do remember seeing him pop up in Discord. He is a new driver this week.
Okay.
Oh, I caught sight of the Kool-Aid man for a second. Where'd he go?
Kool-Aid? Where's Kool-Aid?
The old Dennis Warren, I believe that is. Yep, there he is, sitting in 7th position right now.
There he is.
Just need to get his shout out of the way early, because it seems like every time we talk about it, he wrecks shortly after.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, we definitely get it out of the way now before we wind up. So if something does happen, he's got time to rebound from it.
And Ken Zeems looks like he fell to 2nd. And Robert Warrens, he's just taken off. He was really fast in practice, and he picked a really good track to show a lot of speed, being that close to the bubble. So if he can keep it up there, lead a bunch of laps, get as many bonus points as possible. Hope that something goes wrong. I believe to Ken Zeems, who is just ahead of him. He can make up a lot of points tonight, Robert.
That is correct, and I want to give a shout out to Mark up there on YouTube. Says, what's up, guys? Not much, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you had a good Monday, and you got excited to see some ARCA racing here, the NASCAR Outlaw League, as these guys are right now on lap number 12 already, and we're pretty interesting race we got going on already here. It's not much action anywhere. I mean, they're all spread out all over the place.
Well, you talk sometimes about racing the track, Robert, and this normally isn't one of them, but I think just the grip level of the track right now and the nature of these cars, you're not going to be racing people too hard at the moment. You just want to figure out what you need to do to keep the car stable and find some speed.
Closest battle it looks like we got going on right now back here is with Brad. We got Brownie back here in the 48. Grant, Witchcraft. I hope I said his last name right.
That's close enough. It'd be Whitcraft.
Wit. Yeah. This is, I want to know if this is the old Phoenix or the new Phoenix.
This is the new Phoenix layout.
But they got the trioval. They can go down to Dogleg or whatever you want to call it.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so okay, so it's open. Yeah, some Bill out there on Facebook was asking. I wasn't actually really paying attention to that, actually, but yeah, so you can run down there now. I always said I never recommend going down there. That's scary, man. The transition from coming off the track down to where the cars aren't supposed to be and back up to the track is dangerous. Now I do know, NASCAR opened that up for the drivers, in real life and here in iRacing, but I just don't. I was never a fan of that, Brandon, of going down there.
About 1 second. Animal forking in the background here.
Got an animal forking in the background?
A dog barking.
Oh.
Can't forget now.
Oh.
The yellow flag
It
is
sounded like you
Ooh,
said
caution.
you had an animal forking in the background. I was like, oh man. It looks like Robert in 16 was involved, Brandon, on lap 16. Let's go back and see. Whoops, I gotta fix that, but sorry for that freaky fast logo that popped up.
Yeah, Robert, it looks like it's just a slow self spin out of 4. Just tried to get the power down a little bit too soon, and doesn't look like he touched anything. Kept it going. Oh, just nosed into the inside wall. But these cars can take a few shots without showing any real damage, so I think he'll be all right.
Okay. We'll see what happens here. We're still on the replay. Apparently my replay wants to go way back, and oh yeah, okay, now we've seen it, and whoop, and around, and like you said, oh, that wasn't too bad.
No, just a slight brush with the wall there, getting up close and personal, making sure it's still solid.
Okay. I wasn't sure where to go with that one, just making sure it's still solid. Okay.
Hell, you never know. If the wall stops being there for a little bit, you might be able to pick up a 10th. You gotta find every bit of speed you can.
Well, instead of nose planting it, why don't you just drive around and scrape it?
Now, that would normally be a good idea, as it looks like we've got a lot of people coming into pit road. But I've seen here where somebody just scrapes the wall for a second, and for some reason they get stuck.
Is it that one of the walls that is it's like glue?
Oh yeah, and then unfortunately you have to tow to get out of it. So
Yeah.
looks like we got a lot of fuel-only stops. Looks like a couple tires and maybe one for damage, fixing a little bit of extra damage. But it doesn't look like anybody's wanting to take tires right now, except for a handful.
Yeah, I know. Well, just so you only have 2 sets in pit road. I wouldn't even not on lap 18, on lap 17, lap 18. I definitely would not take tires. It's way too early to worry about that. You got to try to hold on to these things as long as you can. With this new, what iRacing offers us here, with the tire limit and stuff, Brandon. You know what it was like. You did it last night at Sim Racing Unleashed, at Dover. You saved 1 set of tires in pit road, and you come flying barreling through the, flying barreling through the field like a man on a mission.
That is for sure. It is such a good thing to have an extra set at the end of a race. There's a fine line because you want to time it to where you can get the fresh tires at a point where nobody else is wanting to risk the track position with so few laps left. I got lucky with when I did it. It just happened to work out really well for me. And fresh tires, I can't tell you how good it felt just driving around everybody, seeming like they were, AI set on easy mode. It makes that big of a difference.
Yeah. I know you got Lee and Zach were up in the booth last night, and they were like, look at that 2 car, look out. Zach was like, holy mackerel, he's coming through the field. So we're probably going to see that tonight. There's going to be some drivers out there that are going to not use that last set until late, and when it comes down to that, then you start thinking in your head, as a driver, you're like, you know what, people don't like cautions, but you pray for a caution, because you got a set of tires in there, and you're running, say, 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. You want that yellow, like you really do.
It's trying to play that strategy to get to the end. You're going to get caught in front on old tires, and at that point, the speed difference, you really have to trust everybody around you not to run you over.
Well, that yeah.
You ideally, if you're going to stay out, you want a lot of other people to stay up with you. We in the race last night, I think I stayed out to try to save a set mid-race and only had 3 or 4 other people stay out with me, and we just got run over. It was all I could do to not get in anybody's way. It's not fun. So anytime you can get fresh tires and risk that extra set, yeah, it's pretty good to do so.
All right, pace car is in. Green flag is out on lap 21 of 120 here tonight. As we'll watch these ARCA cars fan out here with the Outlaw League. Got good driving. Looks like we also had the top 5 actually stayed out, did not make a pit stop. And look at Devin. Wow, way down there. But you see how rough that was when he went down there coming out of turn 1 and 2? I mean, it's doable, but man, that's rough.
There's a lot of speed that you can find down there just cutting the corner like that. But the transition from the banking into to making that turn to go down, the car gets really unhappy, and it's pretty easy to spin making that move.
Especially like, oh, and caution flag is out again as we got Browning in the 48 involved. Brandon on lap 23. So let's go back and see what happened here. He's coming through, going down into turn 3. We'll see what happens. Oh, he's up, he's up, he's way up. Didn't hit the wall. Coming out of 4, got their 38, M&M's machine. Down on the inside. Where was this? Oh, whoa, what was that? Did he just run into the back of the 38? Oh, man, we got a pile up.
Well, it looked like the 49 of Dennis Warren, poor Kool-Aid man, just got a little contact going into 1, and they were trying to check up for that contact, and it looks like Brandon just couldn't check up in time and got into the back of the 38.
Well, we got the Kool-Aid jinx out of the way. See?
Yeah, luckily he came away relatively unscathed from that one.
See,
the last time it happened, he got destroyed.
Oh, man. All right, well, let's see here. Now the drivers that did not pit on the first yellow have decided to come in, so they're going to get shuffled back. We do got a couple drivers that did stay out so far. 35 to 34, they stayed out. And then we got Darrell in that 30, he's staying out. I wonder if they're going to come down the pit road or not.
Looking at the times, and Shane Ledoux, almost 6 flat. I think that was just a fuel stop. Yeah, I think these guys might just either be fixing damage for these long times in pit road or just filling up, trying to get a full tank. Now, I'll tell you the strategy that I would go for here, Robert, if my estimation of the fuel mileage is correct. If you can get to 60, and I think now they absolutely can get to 60, you can split it in half. Before, if it was running 50 and then another run at 50, you still had that 20-lap run at the end to try to make. I was in this race, I'd be hoping it would go green, stay out just a little bit longer and stretch it on fuel. Maybe just run out crossing the line. But unfortunately, that scenario is out the window at this point, I think.
I agree. Not ignoring you. I'm just looking at data right now, trying to figure out what you were just trying to figure out, but you already did it for me, sir. So I guess I'll take my pen and scratch it off.
Yeah, I've got these all these nice apps and stuff that you showed me, so I got all the same data you guys do now, and I'm trying to analyze everything. It's a lot to look at.
We got Paul tuning in, rooting for his teammates out there on Facebook. How you doing, Paul? Hopefully everything's okay for you, sir. Do miss you out here on the track, but he's rooting for his teammates of Devin and Brad. And right now, Devin was leading the race. Where did he fall? All the way he's back to 17th, but he did get fresh tires and fuel. Brad, also his teammate's going to start right behind him, fresh tires and fuel. So they still got one more set left in their pit stop. So they're going to have to run this thing all the way out through now.
Yeah, I question that call, Robert.
Think it's too early?
Everybody that's taken tires so far, I think it's too early, unless they've got more sets than we think they do.
The server told me they got 3 sets. So what they started with and 2 in pit road.
Yeah, it's way too early. The tires, they fall off, but it's more how you drive it to where you get speed, not just so much grip. I mean, grip obviously comes into play, but these guys that pit before them, they didn't run enough laps to wear in their tires for these guys like Devin and Shane and Jeff to really have an advantage taking 4. I would have just kept my old tires and kept the track position.
Yeah, because we're under our second caution, so what you just said there, they not enough laps to even get any wear on these tires yet.
I think at that point they barely got up to temp.
Right. Now I do know that iRacing's version 7 tires don't like the heat cycle, though. I know that much.
Green flag.
But still, I don't think there was enough laps on the tires, as we are back under green on lap 29 of 120.
Joey with a really nice restart. Robert trying to fall in right behind him. Robert Babcock, that is. Robert Warren's trying to make his way back to the front after pitting earlier.
34 is still out there blinking. That's a little scary. Oh no, where's he at? Oh, I don't know if if I was in the Casper seat right now, I'd be scared. I wouldn't want to be, nothing against
little
him.
Contact.
Yeah, well, I think it's because of the blinking, sir. I mean, you don't know where that car is going to be. I mean, now look, that hurt the 35 big time. He lost track position. He also lost track ground. I mean, he fell back now as Ken Ziem has moved his way up to third position right now. Christopher in that 16. I like that car number. He's up 12 positions.
So we've seen week in and week out that Christopher Pendle, he doesn't qualify well, but it does not take him long to get back up to the front, Robert.
Let's see what's going on back here in the back of the pack. Let's see here. Gary in that 43. He's up 5 positions. See, oh, we got a yellow. Oh, we got a big one out of 4. Big one out of 4 as, oh no, Brad. Sorry, Paul. Brad was involved.
I don't see any other cars with damage. It may have just been him.
We'll watch the instant replay here and see exactly what happened to that 63 of Brad. I do believe he's running Paul's car number tonight too, so I think this is our replacement driver here tonight for this team. As, oh, the 50 slid up, but I don't think it looked more neck code than anything. Hard into the wall.
It's just the slightest of contact, and how flat this corner is, it's not going to take much. I mean, your throttle alone will do it to you, but it's just part of the line you have to take for 4 to get that smooth, straight exit, to get the power down as much as possible. It's a lot of close racing, and sometimes just a little bit of a touch. That's all it takes.
Oh, we are under our third caution here tonight.
Alrighty. And Freaky Fast broadcast is proudly sponsored by the Butt Kicker. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like a traditional speaker, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Freaky Fast is also brought to you by iPitting. The iPitting board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you create an iRacing series board for all your teammates. It provides for all your teammates a clear vision of every data they need: schedule, results, championship points, and standings. It is also a great help for your team community manager, which can use our tool to know and share on social networks your team's achievements. That is iPitting.
All right. Make sure you check out them proud sponsors of Freaky Fast Broadcasting. All right, well, we are under our third caution here, and man, this race is starting to look a little caution-filled. I don't know. What are you thinking, Brandon? We're under our third caution, 34 laps into this already, and we got caution number 3, and a lot of it is just not over-aggressive driving. I mean, it's just the nature of the track, from what I can see.
Yeah, it's the close racing and the ARCA cars, which are already, a handful, and then this track, which is just loose in anything you you drive here. And sometimes there's just not enough room to catch a wiggle or something like that, and stuff happens real quick, and there's not a lot of places to go.
Yeah, especially on a track like this. It's a pretty wide track, but it's not we call it NASCAR side of things, it's not a self-cleaning track. If a car's going to spin, 9 out of 10, they're going to stay where they spun. High, middle, low. They're not going to go rolling down the track. So that causes a lot of issues too, you know what I mean? Because you got, say it's third place car automatically, spins by accident, and everybody else coming through the field don't got nowhere to go. It's just going to be a pile up.
Oh, that's exactly right. I'm not a fan of this track. I've never been able to run well here. I don't know why. I just can't figure it out. But anytime I run here, every time I come through 3 and 4, it is my biggest fear to come through 4 and see smoke ahead of me. Because as soon as you come out of 4, from the exit of 4 until the exit of 2, there's just a wall and a wall. And if there's a wreck, there's nowhere for you to hide.
Well, you sound as bad as me. I don't mind 1 and 2, but coming through 3 and 4, I'm always sketchy coming out, because you're looking left and your eye vision's looking down the track to see what's going on, and you see a puff of smoke. You don't see what's going on. You don't know. All you know is that there's somebody either spinning or somebody sliding, blowing smoke. You know what I mean? And you wind up come flying in there, and you're like, oh crap, last minute, hit the brakes. ARCA brake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you see smoke, you're just hoping that you don't see, a whole line of cars trying to stop.
Yeah. Been there, done that. I was never good at Phoenix. This is one of them tracks too that, it's not that I don't like it. I just always struggled in 3 and 4. I just could never figure out that turn. I even tried to go down below the yellow line. As we are back green, you can go, in 3 and 4 and take it down to that yellow line, and you can basically, what they call, de-wedge the car to help it turn. I've tried that. Doesn't help me out. I've tried doing what we see here Robert's doing, way down below there.
We
have a yellow again, and we just said about the front stretch, and
that'd be the 42 of Joaquin Meza. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, see what happens here.
Man, you guys really got to stop watching the broadcast when you race, trying to prove us right.
No, they can watch the broadcast. Enjoying the show, don't forget to hit that like and follow and share button. Share it out to all your friends, family. Show them what you... Oh, the 50. Oh, and the 17 just got... What happened? The 50 of Drew. Wait a minute. Let's go back and see what happened with the 50. Oh, the 63 just ran over the 50 and put him head first into the wall, Brandon. And then the 17 had nowhere to go, Jeffrey. And then, of course, the 42, unfortunately, nowhere to go. And he is totaled.
Now, Robert, our last caution was the 50 getting into Brad Lawson. I don't want to say that was payback. That might have just been a little over-aggressive restart saying, hey, I didn't appreciate it.
I see nothing. I know nothing. Oh, look who we got tuning in out there on Facebook. Haven't seen him in a while. Mr.
Oh boy, Miller's
Miller.
here.
Yeah, Miller's here. Light up the chat, Mr. Miller. That's our other PR guy. He'll hook us up.
Looks like we got cloud cover on the track now. Darkened up a good bit.
I just noticed that too.
Yeah, I went back live after looking at that replay and I was like, wait, what happened?
Second here, sir. Need to fix something on my end.
We're looking at a track temp of 100 degrees. It's gone down about 13 degrees from practice. They're going to have a little bit better grip here, so things should be slightly more stable. But like I said earlier, especially out of 4, it's really about how you get back to the throttle that determines your amount of grip.
Oh, Christopher just got his new computer built.
Yeah, we were giving him a hard time for a while there because he disappeared for a few months and it seemed like he was never going to get that thing built.
Oh, what'd you get built, bud? What'd you get built? What do you got? What are you running? What kind of beast? Don't spoil it, Brandon. Maybe you already know.
I was going to say like a hamster and a wheel. That's about all I got.
Well, that's all you got. Okay.
It's running its tail off right now.
Chasing that water bottle.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to like I used to have a hamster. I like hamsters. They're fun until they bite you, and then it's like, you son of a beep.
Yeah, I've got a scar on my left ring finger from a it was either a hamster or something like that my cousin had when I was a kid.
Gotcha. Well, Christopher says it is an expensive beast. Well, what are you running? AMD, Intel? What do you got going on there, bud? What's under the hood? We want to know. We'll see you back out on the track. As he missed, you missed Joseph McCorder. Finally won a race after 3 years.
Still really disappointed that he got it before me. That was a big thing between he and I when I first started racing in the leagues with them, that I was going to get one first, and he beat me to it finally.
You got a league race.
Yeah, but it wasn't the one that we all run in together. That's the big one we were shooting for.
Oh. Well, it sucks to be you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. I've been doing it for 14 years and I haven't got a league race win. So anybody wants to complain, hello.
It's difficult. It's hard enough to win an official, but a league race, man, it's real difficult.
Yeah, same as these guys out here. They put on. These guys are tough. This league is tough. every night. You know, tomorrow night we'll be with the trucks here at Phoenix as they'll unroll them and practice tomorrow and get their truck stuff ready to go tomorrow night here at Freaky Fast, and that's going to be a fun race to watch. And then it's really tough. They got the Cup Series here at Freaky Fast on Wednesday night, watching them guys. So there is some strong talent out here at eNascar Outlaw League. Ugh. I can't speak tonight.
If you like Phoenix, you're going to get your all you can handle this week.
Oh, look at Ken. Way down there. Yeah, and I'm not a fan of Phoenix, so I'm going to get a handful of Phoenix I don't want.
Now you can see Robert Warren's doing exactly like you were talking about, sticking that left side below the apron there to hit the flat and just slightly loosen up the car. It looks like he's got a really good handle on this place, so I don't know how many other people are going to be able to do that and make it work, but it seems like it's going pretty well for him right now.
Yeah, you can really get the car de-wedged going through 3 and 4 if you get down there, because, you know, getting down on the apron, it's not like any other track. It's very, like you said, flat track. Especially through 3 and 4. There's no banking there, so you can go down there. Heck, I've seen guys go down there with all 4 tires and make the turn. You know, it's doable. I don't know if it's really doable in iRacing, but it is doable in real life.
I'll tell you, with these cars in particular, I would never try that. Running the Cup cars, I have, just to get it to turn a little bit more. These things already turn so much, I would never dare stick my left sides below that line.
Oh, you're no fun.
Oh man, it's just too much of a handful with that. Difference in driving style, I guess. You'll see a few of these guys if you go in their in-car. They'll be sawing at the wheel and, you know, hands all over the place. I like to be really smooth with my wheel inputs, so tracks like this, I just don't do well at them.
We'll ride along with Pete's here, Russell, in that 28. We'll watch to see how he's handling this thing around. As you can see, and Tully, yeah, turn 1 and 2 looks like he's struggling just a little bit. Comes down to go into 3 and 4. And this is where I struggled. So tight, so tight. And you can see it. Look at that. Look at that, Brandon. He's sawing. He is sawing like a hacksaw. Whoa!
Ooh, Browning into the wall.
Browning into the wall. He saved it, but, oh man, his left front is damaged hard.
That was a good save.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt him now, aerodynamic-wise. That's, ouch. He's gonna feel that for a while. Now, I don't know if he has his fast repair left, but, you know, that car is not going to be, you know, next, what, 50? Oh, as we got Gary.
Oh, no.
He's glued. Oh, and now we got a wreck in the back. Oh, Shane Ledoux in the 30. Oh, man.
And again, coming out of 4, walls on both sides, nowhere to go.
Let's see what happened. Oh. The 8 car got into the 38 of Roberts and sent him around, and I'm not sure what happened with Shane. Oh, Shane had nowhere to go. Prime, oh my God. He hit him so hard. How did he not throw him up over the... We got to go in car. Let's go in car with Shane, because...
Yeah, that is just about what I was going to do.
Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, that was, you want to talk about a head-on hit. Let's go, and then speed this up a little bit here, and let's ride full speed, no slow down. Watch this. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Ooh! Yikes. He didn't even know the 38 was there.
No, he had no time to react. He thought it was clear, and suddenly here comes a car rolling backwards out of your blind spot behind that other car. And man, that is, it's frustrating for sure. I've had that happen quite a few times. And it's just one of those, come on, man, brake pedal's right there.
Yeah, I just, I just feel we jinxed it. Everything that we've talked about has happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep talking. I'm kind of scared now. I mean, sorry guys.
Kool-Aid Man got wrecked. There's been 2 wrecks on the front stretch after we mentioned it.
Well, let's bring good vibes. What can we talk about? And good, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Come up with something. Hey, chat. What can we talk about in a good live? Okay. Chris says.
Yeah, Miller'd be somebody to really have tell you about this place. He runs a heck of a lot better than I do here, so he's got this place figured out pretty well.
He said he's running an Intel machine. So apparently, under his hood, it's just Intel, nothing else. All right.
So he said he had 2 gerbils and a bunny rabbit. I guess the bunny rabbit's the Intel, and the 2 gerbils are whatever graphics card he's running.
Yeah, come on, man. Give us a little bit more detail. Intel. What's okay? Oh man, oh man. Well, let's see here. It looks like we got a couple of drivers that did come down pit road, but basically the whole field has stayed out here. Devin has pitted on lap 24. He did stay out though. And that was actually caution number 2. Caution number 1, we had the 16 of Christopher. He stayed out. Robert in that 39 pitted on lap 17. Ken Zeems pitted on lap 17. Christopher L pitted on lap 17. Grant in the 33 pitted on lap 17. And Darrell has not pitted yet. He is the only driver has not pitted, Brandon. The 30 of Darrell Arnold has not pitted.
He might be the one with the big brain play. If he hasn't pit yet, he's going to have a lot more sets, obviously, than the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, you said make it to what, around lap 60? So...
Yeah, that would be the ideal number.
I mean, and the way this race is rolling right now, it's been, I don't want to say caution fest because that's not the right word that I'm trying to say, but there's been cautions. And this could play in if this trend keeps up. Yeah, that would work for him, but the only problem is if he has too many yellows, he's not going to benefit from it. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen because you can't gain positions under yellow. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't deal then.
Yeah, it's one thing to have fresh tires, but if you can't use them, I mean, you might as well be on the same tires as everybody else. Mm-hmm. And especially at a track like this where even though you have fresh tires, it's still going to take time to get by the guys ahead of you. Just there's so much off-throttle time and so much throttle play. You really have to nail your exits and hope that they get a little bit loose to really make good use of it, and just patience.
Green.
All right, well, let's see how this rolls as we are back green, 56 laps in the books, and I'm just going to keep an eye on Darrell here in that 30 and see how this all plays out as he's battling in the field here right now. 7th position, 6th position. He's got a hornet's nest behind him with fresh tires. So would
Russell
you
Pete's
call?
looking to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, whoa. Darrell's looking really good though. All right, I got my eye on this. I just want to see how this all plays out.
Brad Lawson rebounding pretty well after that caution. I don't know how much damage he might have or if he uses fast repair, but he's slowly plucking away at it.
Now, we'll see how these tires react because will that 30 car be a roadblock, or can he hold his ground?
Well, looking at it, like you said, Daryl has not pit yet, and Brad Lawson pit on 33.
Right.
He's really not that much faster.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think tires are, from the looks of it right now, new tires, of course, are always better than old tires, but it seems like these old tires are holding their ground pretty well right now. And he might have tested this through the week, and his crew chief said, we got a game strategy, this is what we're going to do, guys. And let's hopefully see if this all plays out for him, as he's going to move up and let Brad on by.
I'm really impressed with how well he's holding on with tires that old.
Yeah, this is what, lap 3 of the start of the green flag run here from the slash yellow. Now you see he did lose 3 positions there now from, oh, whoa, hang on, number 35.
It looked like Kyle Spees got in just a little bit too hot.
Let's pay attention to see exactly what lap times is he running. 29 flat to the leaders. Let's see what he does this time by. Now, granted, he is in traffic though, so he has to navigate holding traffic off and, you know, things like that. But his last time by, I don't have that data. Oh yeah, I did. There it is. 30.9. to Christopher's 29 flat. He's a second slower. Ouch. That's a second a lap.
Yeah, the track, the laps being nearly 30 seconds, especially when the leaders start to fall off. You know, the tires to even out, even on old tires. He's not going to be that fast. He's obviously not going to get to the lead with these tires. Playing this strategy, you know you're going to be slower. You just hope that you're quick enough to not get lapped before there's another caution or start a green flags pit cycles.
Or blink out.
Or blink out, yeah. That'd put a wrench in everything.
Right?
The yellow flag is
out.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, now this might be the yellow that Darrell was looking for. You know, see what his strategy is, but it looks like I'm not sure who was involved in that.
That was an admin caution.
Oh. Okay. I don't know why, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why there is a yellow, but Edmonds decided to throw something. Maybe there's a soda can out in the track. Maybe Lee went running across with a funnel cake.
The admins come over the radio here and said racing incident, so I think something happened that we were not shown in our data, and that's why they threw the caution.
Okay.
I'll go back and try to find it here.
Oh, look at this. We got a pit party going on. Everybody's coming down. Everybody except for Kyle. Everybody else is Drew.
Yeah, all these guys that have just over 10 laps on their tires. Looks like 6 of them, or 5 of them. They shouldn't be that much off pace compared to everybody that's pitting right now.
Well, I do see a lot of these drivers. Some are taking tires and some are not. Some just came in and got a splash of fuel.
Well, like I said before, if you can make 60 laps, this is the sweet spot to where you don't have to stop again for fuel. And something that I did last night, I'm pit right at the edge of the fuel window, so that by the time we got to the end, I barely had enough gas in the tank to make it to the end to keep the car lighter, and so that the back end wasn't quite as heavy and it was a little bit more under control.
Gotcha.
So that might be something that these guys are also planning on factoring in here.
Man, I wish to God we had data on tires. It's so hard to call a broadcast when you don't have a clue what drivers have. So we just sound like a lost broken record, like we're just guessing. Oh, well, I think he's got this.
Yeah, I mean, the best data we've got right now is just showing how long they were in the pit box. But that only tells you so much. That full, 14 seconds or so could just be them stopping for full fuel, fixing damage on top of half a tank. The 7 seconds could be just one tank of gas. You don't know.
Right. Could be 2 tires, a little bit of fuel. 2 tires, fixing car. No fuel.
I mean, these guys at the back with like 30 plus to 40 seconds, it's obvious to see what they did. They're fixing damage.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody else.
Yeah.
I believe we said earlier that the 43 was involved in an earlier incident, correct?
Correct.
He is one of our bubble drivers.
And who else is on the bubble?
Well, right now, realistically, we have 3 drivers inside the top 10 that could be knocked out this race. The 3 of Tyler Phillips. Which number here? Well, numbers aside, it would be Tyler Phillips, Robert Revel, and I'm believing that's Ken Zeems in the 40 that are in. And just behind them would be Robert Warrens and Gary Rogers that are only 5 points back from Zeems and 6 points back from Zeems. So those are the 5 drivers there that we really need to pay attention for. I think Gary Rogers had his fast repair, so he's not completely out of any hope. But if he gets caught up in something else, it might be the end of his point season. He's just out for wins at this point.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. See how this is starting to get close to the end. We'll see what these top front guys, the top 5, all the way back to Gary Rogers, did not pit this last time by. Everybody else did. Don't know if they got fresh tires, but they did get fuel. We know some of them. So we'll see how this all plays out as green flag is out.
Not a great restart for a couple of these guys. Some of the guys on fresh tires had to check up to avoid getting into them, but still very clean. As we see Robert Warrens, he's slicing through now with those fresh tires. He wants to get back to the lead, maybe lead the most laps, get an extra bonus point.
Mm-hmm. You got to maximize your points now. This is the last race before we go to Kansas next week for playoff round number 1. And then we go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. And then we head to Bristol. Good God, yeah. And then Dover on top of that. And then we finish off the season at Miami, at Homestead Miami Speedway. Top 4 battle it on 10/8/2020. So, see here, the Kansas Speedway will have our top 16 drivers. Atlanta, then it drops down to the top 12. And then we head to Bristol, and it's the top 8. And then Dover will be the top 6. And then we got 4 drivers racing for the title, champion bragging rights.
Oh, they're running 16 for their initial run. For their points to get into the playoffs, it's 16.
Yeah.
Oh man, wrong bubble drivers then.
Oh. Come on, stat guy.
Well, then it would be Preston Michael and Kyle Spees, and then Dennis Warrens, and Billick. They are the ones to watch.
So the 49, the Kool-Aid of Dennis. Kyle is leading the race right now. That's definitely where he wants to be. And who else?
Stein in 17th. I don't believe he made the race tonight.
Okay.
And Michael. I think it's P. Michael. I don't know the first name.
Yeah, Preston Michael.
Preston, okay.
And he didn't make the race. So, take them two out. So it's between Dennis and Kyle?
No, that would move Kyle to 15th. Stein didn't make it, which moves Dennis Warren to 16th. And Billick is only behind him by 5 points.
And he's back there running in 14th position, only 3 positions away from Dennis. So I got a funny feeling we have to watch the 49 and Matthews of the 8. It's the 2 drivers that we're going to have to watch here tonight. Oh, and Kyle, I mean, right now Kyle's leading the race, but if he would happen to fall back through the field or something drastically happens.
It is a very, very close. It's a lot closer than the 10th place battle I thought we were having. So
yeah,
this just makes it a lot more exciting.
Yeah, but it's the top 16. So, yeah, let's pay attention to the 8, the 49, and the 36. Huh.
Well, we've seen Robert Warren's up front pretty much the entire evening. Maybe some of that rubbed off, and he's been able to show Dennis a thing or two and help him get around here and maybe come out of here with that final playoff position.
Now, is Robert and Dennis family? Do you know?
I would, if it's not, then that's a big coincidence. But I would imagine that they are.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. So maybe somebody can let me, or Chris can let me know out there in the chat if that is brothers. I would imagine so, but or son and dad, just like Ken and Kenny, which I haven't seen Kenny in a couple weeks now too. So
Christopher Miller asks if the top 4 pit the last caution. Kyle Spees in 1st and Joey Doucette in 4th did not, but Robert Warrens and Christopher Pendle did.
Right. And Gary Rogers pitted on that 51, same as Kyle, and he's falling like a fly. He is all the way back. Wow, where did he go? All the way back to 15th position, and he's still out there battling with other drivers.
It's tough sledding with them old tires, especially if you're not particularly good at this track. It's a handful, even more so.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing all he.
Go ahead.
He's just doing all he can to hang on right now. He's begging for the race to get closer to the end so we can finally take that last set, I imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, and not only that, oh, I just had a brain fart. It'll come to me. I was going to talk about something, and now my brain totally went blank.
My apologies.
Yeah, where was I even going with what I was going to say? Oh, I was going to talk about, old tires versus new tires. We've seen, a second difference in lap times. The second, again, goes back to, can you hold the ground and stay where, oh no, the 8, we don't want, oh, does he save it? He shook up that Budweiser can. Oh, and he's still loose. Them tires are angry at him right now, Brandon.
Yeah, and that's one of the downsides, that these tires, they build up heat pretty quick, and a lot of the grip is based on how much heat you have in the tire. When they get too hot, when you abuse them, you have to give up so much speed just to get them cooled back down. And if you don't, then it's not going to be happy. It's never going to drive the same until you get that new set. Yeah,
you can see if we ride along with him inside the car here, That thing is plowing. I mean, hard. See what? Oh, and yeah, Matthew, just wanted to give you a recommendation, bud. I wouldn't go down there on hot tires.
Yeah, that's like I was talking about earlier. That transition, making that left to get down there, it's not happy, and then the transition back up. If you don't hit it just right, you're kind of hanging still on the flat a little bit. It'll send you for a ride real quick.
Yeah, because you can see. Look at it. You can hear the tires. They are screaming, Brandon. They're screaming. He's burning them all the way through the whole turn. There you go. Now he's got a good entrance there. There you go. There you go. Oh, he got it. Oh, good. There, he got it. There. See,
yeah, driving on the right rear pretty well.
Yeah, that time he did that. He went through 3 and 4 really good. But
and as you're watching him here, that entry to 1, I struggled every corner on this racetrack. Turn 1 is so hard because you don't want to enter it right on the apron. You want to just kind of towards the middle line, but if you miss it, you really miss it. It will just put you straight up towards the fence. Yeah,
because you want to carry so much speed going down into 1, but if you overshoot that turn, you're done. You're screwed. You just messed up the whole turn. And
there he is. Just about catching the fence, too.
Oh.
I think he had to downshift.
Yeah, that car is unhappy on him right now.
Yeah, at this point, just got to settle down and be smooth.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. I give him props, man. Keep trying, but you can see just that car is not happy at all. But all right, well, keep up the good work, Matthew. We weren't
critiquing in any way.
Yeah, we weren't trying to get you mad or anything at us. We were just, calling it the way we see it. But
the yellow flag is
out. We have
ooh, wreck out of 4.
Wreck out of 4. Wreck out of 4. Wreck out of 4. Drew. Let's see here. We got Drew was involved. Go back. Let's see what we see here with Drew in that 50. He's coming down to turn 3 and 4. Looking good. Oh, you can look at the wheel. He is wheeling it, and nothing he could do. Round he went. And you can see that Brandon entering already into the turn. He was already fighting the wheel. As he was going in, that car was already unstable as it was.
And with these cars, they just hang the right side out a little bit. You kind of have to, if you're really aggressive getting in, you really have to kind of counter steer just to keep it happy and not want to slide down towards the inside. A little bit too much wheel input either way, and then you'll have to snap it the other way, and it really upsets the balance. And then the car's just not happy until you get off the corner.
See here, Paul, we got a little bit of insight here. Throttle control is critical saving tires. Agreed. Not overdriving the corners as well. Agreed.
That's like I was saying at the top of the show. You really, a lot of tracks, it's either you really have to take care of the right front or you really have to take care of the right rear. Here at Phoenix, you really have to take care of both.
Yeah.
You have to be so smooth on these corners.
Oh, the track's so flat. That's, not a lot of banking for the car to set into the turn. So you're basically driving, and you definitely, like you said, these cars are known for that right rear to hang out like you were explaining. So once you get it too far out, it's just too far out. You're not gonna correct it, and if you do, you're just burning up your back, your rear tires, and not just your right rear, your left rear too is just gonna go smoking right with the right rear. of course, because the back end's kicked out so far. Because if you look at the, what do they call that? The starts with an S. When you look at a car straight on.
Stagger?
It starts with an S. No, it's not stagger. Stagger
skew?
is, yeah. If you look at it, look how the back end is kicked out to the right. If you look at these cars straight on, you'll see it's kicked out to the right. And that's for, and the spoiler sticks out a little bit on the right side, and that's made to keep the car straight, but turn really, really good in the turns, as we all know. But you know, you get it too far out, it's just not. They're not made to get kicked out way out. So these things are made to turn good in the turns, though. You know, especially at short tracks. These things drive like, oh, so fun at a short track. They're really fun to drive at a short track.
These are definitely drivers' cars. I don't know, maybe the B car where you'd really have to wheel them any more than these. You definitely don't get that feeling in the trucks or the cup cars that we have now.
Mm-hmm. Paul says he loves this track. Well, it's a shame we don't see you out there, bud, but it's understandable.
We will agree to disagree on that.
Oh, we have a fight.
Yeah,
that's fighting words.
I don't know, man. I can't. I've never really cared for this track. I've never been fast at any iteration of any racing game I've ever played that had this track. I can't figure it out.
But you know what sounds to me is like at Bristol when we go there, round number 3, I say fill that thing up with water and put fish in it.
Oh man, I love Bristol.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest thing to drive, but when you're around a lot of other cars, it's so hard because there's just no room.
Nah, I hate Bristol. Fill it up with water, I'll go fishing.
Well, it looks like we had quite a few cars pit under this caution. First of which is the 28 of Russell Peets. Looks like we had Gary Rogers as well. Looks like they took 4 tires.
Yeah, some took 4.
The 30 finally took a set of tires.
So he has one more set left in his stall.
Yep, he took that set on lap 64. So he's got about 20 laps older than these guys behind him. From 7th back, I believe.
Uh-oh. Somebody, oh, we got a huge one. I just seen a car go flying up through the, somebody is stuck in a wall or something.
I saw the 3 go for a ride.
Oh, that would be Grant, too, I think was involved. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened. I just seen a car go flying up. I seen a car spin, and I think it was 16, maybe? No, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I seen somebody going sideways going into 1, and then let's watch and see here. I know I seen something somewhere along the line.
The broadcast jinx strikes again, Robert.
I didn't do it.
No, it was me.
Who is that? Who is going around? The 33. Yes.
Yep, 30 made contact with the 33.
Look at this. Oh, and he got T-boned by the 3 and crunch up into the wall. Ow. I mean, he wow. He just punted him into the wall. Like,
looked like a slight overcorrection, trying to get the car pointing north, and front tires hooked, and poor 3 car had nowhere to go. You just can't anticipate that.
No. Well, they say it. Cautions breed cautions, as we are under another caution.
Sitting here with 30 to go, just under 30 to go, and I believe it'll be 22, 23 when we get back to green. I think if you have a set, these guys that just pit on 88, I think they made the perfect call here, because it's going to get to a point where you can't afford to pit anymore with so few laps.
True. But this race has been it's been yellow. It's almost what, 60% of the race has been under yellow.
It's pretty close to about 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah. So track position is gonna be key. I mean, it's I don't know. If I have a set, I would make that call within probably the next 5 laps. I would come in no matter where I was and hope I don't get caught up in something in the back of the field and try to work my way back up, and that would give me time, because right now we are just trending yellows. You know what I mean? So it's all about survival. Basically, you're in this survival game then. That's what I would do. I don't know what you would do if you were out there.
It's hard to say. If I don't like the call by Robert and Dennis Warrens, especially Dennis Warrens. He needs the points. I understand what he's trying to do, but they've got 20 lap pressure tires. There's still 20 more laps. You would have to be betting on a lot of caution laps from here to the end, just to be able to hang on to, a top 5 to maximize your points. And they're almost to the point now where even if they pit and decide, yeah, I'm going to take the new tires, they're not going to be able to get that track position back.
You don't think?
I don't think there's been enough laps during the green flag runs to really make a lot of headway. It's pretty much guys on the inside make up positions initially, and the guys on the outside lose, and then they stack them up and do it again. So there's not a lot of time. If you get stuck on the outside, you're in a bad spot, a really bad spot.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. I don't have the data, but I'm not sure what's this caution number 7, 8.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'm gonna go over the points here real quick. Give me a second. I will give you another update on those as they stand currently. Well, I think Dennis Warren, even where he's running right now, Robert, he needs Kyle Spees to fall back a few more positions to gain on him. He's in a pretty good spot with Gary Rogers. He's got a couple points on him right now.
Paul says he thinks there's going to be a bunch of cautions here on out with 22 laps to go here. I don't want to agree, but we're trending that way right now with the way the track is being run. As wow, look at Christopher. He went down there and de-wedged it, and whoop, and we are under yellow again, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like Russell Peets and Joaquin Meza. A lot of cars involved.
What's that?
A lot of cars involved.
Let's see what happened here. Browning's down below. So come down into 3, and oh yeah, up ahead the 34. Roberts tapped the 26. And then the 28 got into the 38. The 14 went spinning around into the 26. And then there was just nothing but a pile-up. Shane Ledoux in the Tide.
Poor Shane Ledoux. He is not having a good run tonight.
No, he's heading towards the inside wall. As you got a car going backwards in front of her screen, says, "Hey, look at me! I'm going this way.
Sponsors.
I'm going the wrong way." Oh boy. I don't know, man.
Well, the closer we get to the end, you'd figure that the more guys are going to be aggressive trying to make as many positions as possible with so few laps left, but they've been doing that the whole race, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
I'd do what you said to stay out. I mean, there's no point of pitting now. I mean, got 20 laps to go.
I mean, besides the loss in track position, with the way it's been trending, you're putting yourself in a really good spot to get caught up in something. So you're just gonna take what you got right now and hope it works out pretty well for you.
Now they should start single file too. They didn't even make one lap of green that time by. So league rule is that you don't make one lap, you start the next green flag single file.
Looks like we got a few guys that are trying to make it up to the back of the pack to get down pit road.
Yeah, you got some guys just coming in to get their damage fixed. And I hear a car dragging something somewhere along the line. I don't know who that was. All I heard was like a broken record. That's all I heard in my headset.
And seeing Paul out there talk about the experience needed with these cars at this track, and he's exactly right. We've seen it a few times where guys could try to make a move to the inside and just overestimate how much grip they're going to have and wash up, make contact with somebody outside of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen it all night.
Yeah, I noticed it a lot when I was doing my testing before the broadcast this evening, that it's a fine line between being aggressive and getting a good run in through the corner by charging the entry and just completely missing it and rolling over that right front.
Got a fan on YouTube rooting for Chris at 16. He's got a shot at it. I think
Might
the
be a
top
really safe
7.
bet.
Yeah, I think the top 7's got a chance to win this if we get green flag. We got to get green flag racing. We got to get a good 15 to 17 lap run on green flag. I don't even think we hit that tonight. Nothing against these guys. It's just track's so tough. And experience. It's just experience. You gotta have the experience at this track. It's like the Monster Mile, except we're out here at Phoenix. It'll eat you up.
Yeah, I mean, even as planted as the Cup cars are, you can still have a lot of wrecks in a car that stable. So these things here, it's just wild.
And the Cup cars are a handful here. A handful. They're good for like 7 laps, and then after that, you're sweating the rest of the run.
Oh, yeah. Get to see plenty of that this Wednesday.
Yeah. Be live 7:50. Zach Hall and maybe Brian Johnson up in the booth. And you out on chat, our PR guy.
Wouldn't miss it.
Is right. We are Paul. Ricky Fast we're doing your Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday nights now.
Green.
All right. Well, we are back green. 17 laps. Oh, I said 17 laps, and that would be towards the end of the race. So that's what we need to see. We need to see a 17 lap run to the checkered flag.
It looks like we've got Chris. He's trying to make a strong run from the outside of 2. I don't know if he's gonna. Ooh, he catches the fence.
That is totally... Wow, he holds second. Look at that.
Good job not losing any positions.
Wow. Now that's driving. I'm just going to smack the wall, and I'm going to hold my position. That's impressive.
And with these cars, that really is not going to hurt him any. He shouldn't have any noticeable damage from that either.
I don't see any. Don't even look like he hit the wall.
That was a really good job.
You can see the mark. It's black on the blue wall. You see right where he smacked it.
From a lot of experience in these cars, especially just with that skew that we were talking about, when they hit the fence, they are hard to get off the fence without causing a wreck. So that was a whale of a job by him to not only keep it, get it out of the wall and not take anybody out, but not lose position.
Yeah. Impressive. And oh, we are under yellow.
Looks like
Russell.
That's
what it's looking like. I'm at 28, involved in something. Let's see here. We got Gary Rogers getting out of the way. Russell comes down into turn 1. Looking good, exiting turn. Oh, just looped it coming out of turn 2. Thing just got bipolar and into the inside wall he went. It's out of the blue.
It looked like just a little bit too much wheel into the car when he was trying to come off the corner. Really easy to do that. Turn 2 looks pretty stable just with how much banking it is, but it's not quite as loose as 4, but it's really easy to spin it there too.
Paul says that's what's fun about it. Fun about what? I probably said something. I don't remember what I said.
I think about how loose the cars are, and just how much of a handful they are.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not that type of driver. I don't like a loose car. I don't like it. Never liked it. Never will. I can't drive a loose car. I'm actually faster with a tighter car than a looser car, even though, you know, in sim racing or even in real life, they say looser is faster. And it is, to a point. You know, you don't want to go over that point. You don't, you know, and that's hard. You got to find that level playing ground that, okay, this is how far I can push the car, and then I can't push it any farther. And you got to try to do that for 120 laps. I don't like that. I'd rather have the car be a little bit more tighter, Brandon, and go into the turn and back up my turns and get the runs coming out. Because then I can set a rhythm and say, okay, this is where I get on the gas. This is where I get off the gas. This is where I get on the gas, off the gas. You know what I mean? That's how I do it.
I'm very much the same way when it comes to the cars. I don't like driving one that's just constantly loose. I like being able to make it loose.
Yeah.
To be fast. The preferred way that I'd like my car to be set up is that, you know, when you go into the corner and you want the, you know, to wait for the nose to start rotating, I want to see that the nose rotate, and as soon as I hit the gas, it rotates just a little bit more, and then I can just stably drive it off like that. If I'm constantly having to lean on the right rear, I'm not going to be happy with it. Yeah. It's just not something I've been able to do.
Same driving style. That's scary.
A bit of a points update. It looks like currently Dennis Warrens is stretching out his gap to the aid of Matthew Bellick by about another 6 points, 7 points, which is who he's looking for right now to knock him out of the playoffs.
So Matthew is back in 11th position, so he would have to get up to around 5th, 6th position with 10 laps to go. Yeah, this is actually not looking too good.
Well, doing the math real quick, Dennis Warrens needs to finish 5th or better to lock himself in. no matter what the 8 does at that point, he cannot gain the points to overtake Warren's.
I wonder if we're gonna have a Kool-Aid style tonight.
Oh no! Oh wait, we already got that out of the way. Okay, he's already wrecked.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're good, man, we're good. we got that out of the way at the beginning.
I was like, I don't want that on my conscience.
That sounds. We'll have to see what we can do, Paul. I'll keep that in mind. Right now, we got a booked house in Wednesday night, but something comes open or something, I'll put you on the list. Go from there. But I thought you run the Cup cars, don't you? Or am I wrong? I don't know, but all right. Well, we are back green with 9 to go, and whoop, Robert says, I'm not waiting around. I'm gone. See you later, guys.
16 with a bit of wheel spin looked like there. He did not get going at all. I don't know if he started in the wrong gear, perhaps. Look at Ken Zeems. I believe he started 4th, and half a lap in, he's already up to 2nd, ready to chase down the 39.
And you said Dennis has to finish in the top 5, and he is right now back in 4th position with 8 laps to go, and he's got Kyle all over him. He needs to, well, he can give up 1 position, and we are under caution again. What a brutal race.
Gary Rogers and Robert Woodard.
Mr. Kool-Aid style up here. He's running in 4th position now. He can't lose. He can lose 1 more position here, Brandon, and that's it. With a green-white checkered coming up. Oh no.
Well, I think he's pretty safe based on where the 8th's running currently. You know, really he'd have to finish in the top 5 if the 8 was right behind him. With where he's at now, he could fall, 7th or 8th, and I think he'd still lock himself in as long as the 8 didn't make any more progress.
Well, the 8 was in 11th position. He dropped down. Brandon Browning got around him in that 48, so he's back up to his starting position, qualified tonight in 11th position. Darrell, talked about him. He had a strategy and a whole bunch of stuff going on, and he probably got a set of tires sitting in pit road, and he can't use them, unfortunately.
Yeah, he last pitted on 64. There haven't been that many green flag laps, but every lap really matters, and compared to the guys around him, he's got 20 to 30 laps older than everybody else, so it's tough sledding for him right now. But only 1 more restart, I think.
I really don't think it matters anyways. There's just not enough of laps, green flag laps. You know what I mean? It wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could have 50 laps difference on tires, and I don't think it would really matter, to be honest with you.
No, probably not.
It's just not enough of green.
It's like half a lap to really get these things up to full speed, to where you're really going to notice the difference in tires. And then when they're finally up to speed, you go through 3 and 4, and then it's just driver at that point. So marginal, especially with 2 laps to go.
Right.
Now, with that being said, Robert, where we should notice it pretty well is that 40 of Ken Zeems up there in 2nd. He was looking to make a charge on Robert coming through 3 and 4 there.
Well, he's got way better tires. What we were just explaining, the 16, the 40.
Oh no,
Kyle. Oh no.
Oh, I'm hearing over the race control that Robert Warrens has a green drive-through penalty.
Why?
I guess they said that he jumped the start on that last restart.
What? Ow.
That I don't know if it was just them seeing how quick he got going compared to the 16, but I think that was more the 16's mistake than Warren's jumping the start.
I know I said it. I said he's gone. Roberts ain't sticking around. He's boogieing and boogieing, and he was gone. But at the same time, what you just said there, Bud, is the 16 did a wheel spin. That's not his fault. And it doesn't look like he's trying. I don't know. I think his crew chief is down there arguing with the officials right now because he has not came in yet.
Yeah, he's pleading his case right now.
Man, somebody's out there dragging around. I don't know what car it is, but they go by my screen and you can hear the car dragging on the track.
I'm riding around in the chopper view, so I don't hear that.
Okay. Well, somebody's out there going. I don't know who it is, but there's a car out there that's not fixed and it's dragging. It's just trying to make it to the end.
I think this puts Chris Pendle in a really good spot.
Starting on the inside?
Yeah, if he gets a good start and he's able to keep Ken outside of him, I think he's got a really good shot here with only 2 laps, and Robert having to come in under green to serve that penalty. So he's gonna restart us with the lead, but you'll see him take off to the inside through 3 and 4.
Now, that's going to hurt his playoffs, ain't it?
I don't think that will knock him out.
No, we were talking about it.
He's gonna be knocked down.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. When I thought that was the 10th place bubble.
Yeah. Oh, we'll find out. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Green, white, checkered. And woo! Ken is gone.
Oh, look at Dennis Warrens. He wants that win. Not good enough just to point himself in. He wants to do it with style.
Right? He wants to do it the Kool-Aid style.
Oh, yeah.
And he's trying to, oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he has enough for... Oh,
they're wrecking behind him.
Oh, and here's the second attempt. They do got 3 green, white checkers, but here we go. Oh, my goodness. Somebody got ran over.
I believe the 44 was involved.
But how's everybody doing out in chat? Everybody have a great weekend? How was your weekend, Brandon?
Well, it started out not so good and then almost ended really well, but can't complain otherwise.
Started out bad. You live in California, correct?
Oh, no, I live in Washington.
Oh. Well, it's still out west.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they...
Just about on the west, the Pacific here.
Oh, okay. But they decide to turn your power off and turn it back on?
No, I was referring to the race at WSSR where I had some issues and finished poorly, and then nearly winning last night.
Gotcha.
How about yourself, Robert? How was your weekend?
Busy. Very, 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 very busy. Like I said, before we went live here, I started remodeling the upstairs bathroom, painting, ripping vanities out, and cabinets, and just been busy. After every broadcast this weekend, around 11 o'clock, I would paint from midnight till 7 in the morning.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yep. And then I'd get 3 hours worth of sleep, and then I'd do stuff around the house, and then we would broadcast again, and then I'd do it all over again, and I should be done no later than tomorrow. Should be done with it.
Well, take it easy, Da Vinci. Don't get painter's cramp.
I already got it. Oh man.
What color did you go with?
White and gray.
Safe bet.
Yeah,
Something
and
like,
then it's gonna,
blue or something.
No. It's white and gray, and the walls are white, trim is gray, and then the wife is gonna basically put like chrome. Like she likes chrome for some reason. She's a big chrome girl, and so it's gonna be a whole bunch of that chrome-looking bathroom, like the modern bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? That everything's like chrome and shiny and things like that.
Yeah, all shiny, futuristic looking.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I think chrome, I think cars, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't really ever. I couldn't tell you what half the things in any of the bathrooms here look like. I just use them.
What? You're telling me you don't look at the walls while you sit down and play on your phone and take a crap?
I think it's like white or gray or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. The sink is a sink. The toilet's a toilet.
Wow. Is it a newer home?
No, it's probably like 10 years or something like that.
Okay. We've been living here for 17 years, and it was house is just due for an upgrade. You know what I mean? Get tired of looking at 1980 stuff. It's like, yeah, that's got to go. It's time to put a little bit of money back into the house. So
I'll tell you, where I lived when I first moved out to the West Coast, it was a house that had been around for 100 years.
wow.
And it looked like it had not been updated except for one room that looked like it got renovated in the 70s. Everything else was like antique, 1920s water fixtures and stuff.
Wow.
I actually was trying to fix the tub and could not find a replacement spout for the tub to fix it because it was so old.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Oh man. Oh, pace car lights are out, man. And look who moved up too in the 6th position, Devin. Starting to make a charge again here. And that gap is closing slowly with the 8 and the 16. Wait, the 8 and what was
the 49. I think Dennis has got it.
Yeah.
I just don't think that the 8 can make up enough ground to gain those points, let alone pass him to gain extra points on him.
Yeah, unless something drastically happens to Dennis here, because he's got a hornet's nest right behind him. As we're back green here for our second attempt at a green-white checkered. See what
he
Devin
got a great
does.
restart.
Oh, and never
no.
mind. There goes the big one. Oh, car. The whole back of the field is involved. I don't even know how many cars were involved. Looked like the 63 got into somebody.
Yeah, Brad Lawson, I think, was checking up for Robert Warrens, and I think he got tagged.
Oh, we'll watch here, because there was a lot of cars involved in this one. Oh, Browning almost ran over. Oh, yeah. He checked up, and the 30 of Darrell, and that just caused a chain reaction. Everybody involved. Everybody. Look at this. Carnage all over the place, Brandon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's something that they talk about in real life when they come here to race. Just how flat the front stretch is. When something happens ahead of you, you can't see it at all, and big stack ups like that happen.
Well, now we're under our last green-white checkered. Rack 'em, stack 'em, and get ready to do it again, sir.
And I was looking at that restart, and Dennis Warren's got a great jump to keep up with Ken on the restart. I'd love to see him win just because of the position that he's in, and he's got these older tires. It's a a very William Byron way to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
I think I saw somebody smoking under that caution.
Oh, they
I don't-
shouldn't be smoking and driving.
Everybody's dick trickling it out here.
Right.
I don't think anybody that had damage that last caution. I don't think you can even try to fix it. There's just no point. Just hammer down and go, man. If you're dragging something, just let it drag. Maybe it'll fall off.
That's what I was gonna say. Just let it blow off. Who cares? Let another car hit it. What's it matter now? That's a poor attitude to think about, but you know, who cares?
I'm looking back at that restart, and it looked like I think the 36 he just didn't go. It was really slow going, and that's what stacked everybody up on the outside to cause that caution. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he started in third gear again. I know I've made that mistake a few times, but yeah, it's really unfortunate for those guys at the back.
Oh, we didn't get to talk too much about food. So, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
I was trying to keep out of my mind how hungry I was getting.
Oh, wait, you're on the West Coast, yeah. So
Oh,
what?
yeah.
It's only 6 o'clock for you. No.
Yeah, but
Yeah?
6:45.
Okay.
Got some chicken chili waiting inside for me when we finish up here at Phoenix.
That sounds good.
Oh yes, I love it.
Chicken chili.
Yeah. Some beans, chicken, sour cream,
Okay.
all in a big pot. Normally it's in a crock pot. You slow cook it for like 6 hours, but
Right.
just threw it together on the stove tonight.
I never had chicken. I never had that. I like chili. I regret it afterwards, but I like chili.
Now, hey, Robert, here's the important question, and this is going to decide if I'm going to keep working with y'all after this. But beans or no beans?
What?
In your chili, beans or no beans?
Beans.
I quit. I'm resigning. You'll have my notice.
Why wouldn't you have beans in your chili?
I don't like beans in chili. I just don't like them.
Huh? I said no. Oh, that's who's dragging around the track. The 38 of Roberts. Look at it. He don't even have a front end. The tires ain't even turning. Where's he at?
Oh wow, yeah, his right front's all smashed up. Ain't even touching the ground anymore.
Look at this thing.
Green.
He's gonna try. Nope. Yeah, that thing ain't gonna go nowhere. Well, this is it, man. Dennis on the high side. This is the last. He's gotta make it 2 laps. Can he make it this time by? Does he have anything for Ken?
I don't think he does. I think now he's just got to hold on and hope he doesn't lose too many positions. Here comes the 9 with a big run, and wow,
That's it.
caution,
Race is
caution,
over.
caution.
Race is over. Congratulations to Ken. Well, Dennis, he's gonna finish 3rd.
Yeah, secure his playoff spot there.
Yeah, Burrs. All right, well, we'll let these guys roll around here, wait for that checker flag to fly. And then we will get our top 3 in for post-race interviews here tonight. Lee's out there. He wants to know why he came into the chat with Chili.
I was trying to channel some of my inner Lee with the hard questions there. But yeah, Lee, man, we were talking about food. We had to have y'all's conversation. We waited a little bit to do it, but yeah.
Now ask Lee, do you eat chili with a fork or a spoon?
Yeah, Lee, which is it? Fork or spoon? If you say knife, I swear.
Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll see who we can grab. I'm sure they're on Discord here, so. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Get everybody ready for post-race interviews here. Congratulations again to Ken Zeems on getting the victory here at Phoenix. But we will be right back in 2 minutes.
I'll see here. Let's see, we got third place at Joey Doucette. You'll have to drag my icon. Hey, Joey, this is Brandon in the booth. How's it going, bud?
Good, yourself?
I can't complain. Excited to watch some ARCA racing here at Phoenix and bringing it home third tonight. You know, how are you feeling?
Tired. Really exhausting. Strategy-wise, it was pretty good. But at the end, with all the cautions, I had pressure tires. I took tires lap with 30 to go, thinking, you know, if this stays green, I'm golden. And but them cautions just tired me out a lot.
Yeah, and like you were talking about, we looked at a few strategy calls that could be made with the tires that people had left, and wondering when people were going to take their last set to try to make the jump to the front. How did those cautions, do you think they really messed with your chance to maybe get up there to the front and pass Ken for that win?
A little bit. But Ken was also on pressure tires. Yeah, I think he also was with 30 laps to go. He came down, got to his last set. So we would have been a match if it would have probably stayed green, especially with me, Ken, and Dennis up there. I think Dennis was on 60 lap tires. So if it would have stayed green, at least it would have been, I think, a battle between me and Ken at the end.
Yeah, we would have loved to have seen you guys really been able to battle. You were getting some pretty good restarts there, the last couple restarts, and it was looking really fun and really close with you making the move to the inside of Dennis in 3 before that caution. But it was a good race. I don't think we mentioned too much of your name this broadcast, but that's probably a good thing.
Right.
But
I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, stay clean.
yeah, that's your best bet right there. Before we let you go, anybody you want to say hello to or give a shout out to?
Chris Pendle in the 16. He's the one that got me into this league. Basically, he's like, "Hey, dude, come race some marker, come race some trucks with us." And it's a really good league, so here I am. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
Well, there you go. Got a 3rd place finish and just beating him out by 1. So good night overall then.
Hey, right.
Thanks, bud. Enjoy your 3rd place finish, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Will do. You have a good one, guys.
All right, that was 3rd place Joey Doucette. Now we'll bring up 2nd place Dennis Warrens. Hey, Dennis, it's Brandon. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, Brandon and I.
Man, looking at the playoff bubble all night, you were floating right there, just trying to make it in, and coming home 2nd tonight, solidifying your place in the playoffs. How are you feeling?
I didn't even know I made it in. Thanks for the news.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was a tough one, and I stayed out long. I had 60-plus lap tires there at the end, so I was just trying to hold them off.
Yeah, we were looking at the tire cycles, and when everybody was pitting, and noticed you had pretty old tires. I was rooting for you. I would have really liked to have seen you win that thing to solidify your place in, but 2nd place does it all the same. Yeah, how were you approaching that race?
It was mostly tires. Wanted to stay out, stay ahead of everything, and I was praying that you guys didn't mention my name during the broadcast, because the last couple of weeks, every time you did, I crashed.
Yeah, we got it out of the way early, right before your first incident where you went around, so you're welcome.
Yeah, it's a shame for my brother there. I don't agree with the call that they made on that one, though. Shame for him. He should have won this race.
Yeah, we know he was fast, but things happen, and still, you had a really good shot to fight Ken there on that last restart. What was your mindset going in, trying to maybe get by him, even though he had fresher tires?
Well, I knew he's always fast, so I knew, especially with the first tires, he was going to have a one-up on me, though. I just tried to stay as close as I could, and even I overdrove it there in that one corner near the end on that last restart. I thought for sure I'd lose 2nd even, but I was okay to hold on.
Well, it was a really good job, bud. Congrats again on making your way into the top 16. And do you run trucks and cup Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Nope, just the ARCA.
Okay, well, we'll see you next Monday then. But before we let you go, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to, say hello to?
No, just a big shout out to Warren's Racing. That's all. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, bud. Enjoy. All right, that was 2nd place Dennis Warrens, and now your race winner, Ken Zeems, in the 40. Hey, Ken, it's Brandon. How you doing?
Doing good, Brandon. How are you doing?
I can't complain, man. Enjoyed watching the race tonight. Saw you start up towards the front. Good qualifying effort and fall back a little bit early into the race, but you made your way back. How were you approaching that race?
I just wanted to have a good finish. Actually, I had a couple bad weeks here on iRacing, so it's good to get back in the victory lane. But I just kind of like to save my stuff there, so I have something at the end. I don't like to go like crazy at the start, especially in these long races. So falling back there, it's nothing new for me there at the start.
And looking at it, you looked really smooth all night and didn't seem to be too out of shape, and did a really good job of saving your tires to get back up to the front, and played some really good strategy when you pit lap 88 and just kind of found your way to the front as everybody else moved back. Dennis with the older tires starting next to you there for those green-white checkers, how worried were you about keeping him at bay?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what can happen. So, I mean, I didn't want to see him. Obviously, I had a decent lead there on a couple of those restarts. The caution would come out, but I was lucky enough to hold him off. Everything worked out there.
Well, it was again a really good job, and it's always nice to come out with a win. And I see you run Cup as well, so we'll see you back on Wednesday night. How you feeling about that race?
Yeah, I don't run the Cup much actually. I was running the modifieds, but then that league got folded, so just the ARCA now, really.
Okay, then I guess we won't see you on Wednesday, but congratulations all the same. Before we let you go, is there anybody you want to say hello to?
Yeah, I just gotta thank my my sponsors and my team. I thank my eNascar teammates, and I got to thank my crew chief for tonight, Russell Dietz. He made all the right calls for tires and gas. And then I got to thank Jeff McConey over at the McConey Setup Shop. So if anybody's looking for some setups for like open races or leagues, look him up on Facebook. And then we're looking for more sponsors too. So if anybody's interested in sponsoring a team, check out eNascar Esports on Facebook and talk to Chris eNascar. Maybe we could work something out.
All right, bud. Well, go enjoy your win, and we will see you next Monday.
All right, thanks a lot.
Oh, that was an interesting race, Robert. A lot of comers and goes there.
Yeah, a lot of comers, a lot of goers, like you said. It was a very, very interesting race. But all right, well, let's bring up our final results here, Brandon, real quick. We'll run through these quick before we get to pack up our stuff. Stay here at Phoenix, and we'll be live tomorrow night at 7:50 in the Truck Series. So we ain't going nowhere, as I'll be here at Phoenix for the next 3 days. But all right, well, we got the final results up, bud, if you want to run through them quick before we get ready to sign off for the night.
All right, coming in first tonight in the 40 machine is Ken Zeems, followed by Dennis Warrens, then Joey Doucette in third. Fourth will be Christopher Pendle. Fifth, Christopher L. Lawrence. Sixth will be the 44 of Devin Alward. Seventh, 48 of Brandon Browning. Gary Rogers bringing it home in eighth. Shane Ledoux in ninth. Russell Peets rounding out your top 10. Robert Babcock in 11th. Jeffrey Vickery in 12th. Matthew Bellick in 13th. Gerald Arnold in 14th. 36th of Kyle Spees in 15th. 16th Grant Whitcraft. 17th Brad Lawson. 18th Robert Warrens. 19th Robert Revel. 20th Robert Woodard. 21st Tyler Phillips. 22nd Drew Halloran. Joaquin Meza in 23rd. Chris Malcolm 24th, and 25th will be Drew Bordeaux.
Alrighty, that's your unofficial results here tonight with eNascar Outlaw League. As I said before, we will be live again tomorrow night with these guys in the Truck Series here at Phoenix, going live at 7:50 Eastern Standard Time. So, but until tomorrow night, hopefully everybody enjoys the rest of your Monday and then have a great day on Tuesday. But we'll catch you on the next broadcast, hopefully tomorrow night or the next one. Until then, God bless everybody. Love you all. Peace out.
Bye.